Picture this. You get a test grade back, it's not what you wanted, and suddenly every mark on your transcript feels like a verdict on your whole life. You go home, open your notes, and instead of studying, you just stare and spiral. That used to be every week for me. Constant grade checking, refreshing portals, doing study sessions that were really just anxiety with a textbook open next to it. What finally helped wasn't a new study hack. It was a tiny, almost stupid simple journal that took me 3 minutes a day and quietly made my brain chill out about grades. This video is about that tiny wins journal, how it works, what to write, and why it actually helps your brain feel in control again. Step 1. Why grades? Feel so loud in your head. Let's be real. School teaches you your worth lives and percentages. Every notification is either you're smart, keep going, or you're falling behind, panic now. If you're a perfectionist, one bad quiz can ruin your whole week. Researchers call this academic anxiety. It shows up as overthinking, sleep issues, procrastination, and that sick feeling before checking grades. Studies on students show a couple of important things. Journaling can reduce test anxiety and stress by helping you process thoughts instead of just carrying them. Self-monitoring your work in simple logs is linked to better performance and more effective study strategies. In other words, your brain calms down when it knows what you actually did today. It sees progress that isn't just A or B+. So how do you build something tiny that does that without becoming one more assignment? Step 2. The tiny wins rule, 3 minutes max. Here's the core idea of the Tiny Wins Journal. Every day you write down 3 to 5 small objective wins. Not grades, not feelings, just actions you took, that's it. It's a receipt of effort, not a diary of drama. Why it works? Journaling in short, structured bursts has been shown to lower anxiety and boost clarity for students. Gratitude and progress-focused entries shift your brain from, what if I fail, to, look what I actually did, which reduces stress hormones and improves mood. Self-monitoring logs help you catch patterns, like which days you actually study, and are linked to better grades. The key word is tiny. If it takes longer than 3 minutes, you won't keep it up. So, what do you actually write? Let's make this zero fluff. Step 3, exactly what goes in the journal. Use any notebook or notes app. Each day gets just 3 simple lines. Date plus energy check, 1 word. Example, Mon drained / okay / focused. 3 to 5 tiny wins, action only. Think. Reviewed chem notes for 15 minutes. Asked 1 question after class. Started outline for history essay. Did 5 practice questions. Stopped scrolling at 10 p.m. Keep them. Specific measurable effort-based, not outcome-based. 1 tiny next move for tomorrow. Tomorrow, finish Q 1 to 3. Tomorrow, email tutor. Tomorrow, 20-minute flashcards on bus. Research on self-monitoring says tracking just a few clear behaviors makes you more engaged and more accurate about what helps you learn. You're training your brain to notice, I did things, not just, I'm behind. But what about the anxiety mess in your head? Where does that go? Step 4. Parking your anxiety so it stops following you. You don't need to pour your soul out every night. You just need a place to park the noise. Add 1 optional line called worry dump, 1 sentence. Worried I bombed that bio quiz. Scared this essay won't be enough. Then add 1 grounding response. I studied 4 days for it. Results will tell me what to fix. I can ask for feedback and rewrite if needed. Journaling studies with teens show that writing down worries and reframing them reduces measured anxiety levels before exams. You're not pretending everything's fine. You're telling your brain, I've heard you, it's written down, we can rest now. Okay, but when do you actually do this so it doesn't become another to-do you skip? Step 5. Make it a 5-minute nightly ritual. This works only if it's stupidly easy to repeat. Here's a simple routine. Anchor it to something you already do, right after you brush your teeth. Right when you close your laptop for the night. Set a hard cap, 3 to 5 minutes. If you're still journaling after that, you're overdoing it. The point is quick reflection, not an essay. Keep the journal in sight, on your pillow so you can't go to bed without moving it. Next to your charger so it's part of the shutdown ritual. Research on habits and journaling shows that short, consistent entries are much more sustainable and still give the mental health benefits. You're building a tiny system, not a personality makeover. So what actually changes after a week or a month? Step 6. What starts to shift? After a few weeks, here's what you'll probably notice if you keep this up for 2 to 4 weeks. Your brain argues less with grades. You can still be upset, but you also see, okay, I did X, Y, Z. I'm not doing nothing. You catch patterns. Whenever I study earlier in the day, I write more wins. The nights I stay on my phone, my next day wins shrink. Studies on self-monitoring and self-regulated learning show that seeing your own patterns like this leads to better strategy choices and higher achievement. Your anxiety drops a little. One study on journaling techniques with students found a meaningful drop in exam anxiety scores after regular use. Gratitude-style entries and noticing positives are also tied to better mood, lower stress, and improved sleep. The biggest change for me was this. I stopped needing every grade to prove I wasn't a failure, because every night I already had proof I was doing the work. Let's make this even more practical with a template you can literally copy. Step 7. Copy-paste tiny wins. Template. Here's a dead simple template you can steal. Date, energy word. Win 1, win 2, win 3. Optional win, 4, 5. Worry, 1 sentence. Reframe, 1 sentence. Tiny next move for tomorrow. Example, Tuesday, tired win 1. Reviewed chem notes for 15 minutes. Win 2. Finished outline for English essay. Win 3. Asked teacher about Q4. Worry, scared I failed the math quiz. Reframe, I did 3 practice sets. Whatever I missed shows what to fix. Tiny next move. 20-minute math review on bus, that's it. No stickers, no pretty spreads, no pressure to be deep. You're using the science of journaling, gratitude, and self-monitoring in the laziest possible way. Which is perfect, because you'll actually keep doing it. Recap plus status challenge. So, the Tiny Wins Journal quiets grade anxiety because you log effort-based wins, not just outcomes. Park and reframe worries instead of letting them loop in your head. Make it a 3-minute nightly ritual, tied to something you already do. Use the log to spot patterns and remind yourself, I am actually showing up. Here's your challenge. Tonight, before you crash, grab any notebook or notes app and write 3 tiny wins and 1 tiny next move. Don't overthink it. Don't decorate it. Just get 1 page of receipts from today. If you're going to test this, comment tiny wins, so future you has proof that tonight was the night you stopped letting grades control your whole mood. And if you want more simple systems like this, little habits that quietly lower the anxiety without adding more burnout, hit subscribe and let's level up your semesters, 1 tiny win at a time.